Prime Minister Narendra Modi's arrival at Kazan for the 16th Brics summit is being closely watched by the world. After all, it's his second visit to Russia in 5 months, and the world's largest democracy will be engaging with international pariahs Russia and Iran and hegemonic aspirant China. At stake is more than just politics and global posturing. The grouping accounts for 45% of the world's population and nearly 40% of its economy. Brics has outpaced the once mighty G7, an order which rose to prominence in the post-World War II era. Comparing the two, while G7 has 7 members, Brics has 9, with Saudi Arabia waiting in the wings. Reports say 30 more countries want to be included in the group. In 2023, G7 accounted for nearly 26% of the world economy, Brics accounted for nearly 40%. While G7 had total GDP of around $53 trillion, Brics was way ahead at more than $81 trillion. In the last 10 years, 14.2% of the world's economic growth has been led by the G7, while 53% has been attributed to Brics. G7 has a population of 786 million, while Brics has more than 3.5 billion. Where Brics lags to developed G7 is per capita income. The Brics summit is being hosted in Kazan, a city said to be more than 1,000 years old. While Prime Minister Modi is expected to meet the Russian and Chinese presidents during his 2-day visit, expansion of economic cooperation between member nations is also a top agenda. Discussions are likely to be held on Brics currency, which will act as an alternative to the all-powerful US dollar in global payments. The all-pervading dollar is the currency of the international settlements and gives the US enormous power and influence. Another Western tool Vladimir Putin wants an alternative to is the SWIFT global payment system. The West has blocked Russia's access to it as well in the aftermath of the Ukraine invasion. Putin wants to shatter this dominance. On the receiving end of the Western sanctions for the past 2.5 years, Putin wants a system independent of Western influence. The bloc also wants a greater participation in institutions like IMF and the World Bank. In 2014, Brics set up its own bank, the New Development Bank, which has already funded 96 projects worth $32.8 billion. With India and China now reaching breakthrough on LAC patrolling on the eve of the summit, greater economic engagement between the two neighbors is also expected. Prime Minister Modi is meanwhile expected to push his life mission to address the problems of climate change, digital inclusion and financial inclusion of the marginalized sections of society. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.